I'm Dave Walters from DW Windows, and I'm just trying to inform people really about fence regulations and trying to explain them in simple terms. So what is the fence regulations? It was brought in April 2002 to ensure that window companies like ourselves, DW Windows, are fitting windows and doors to current building regulations. There are numerous different documents in the building regs, and today I'm going to talk very quickly about document J, which is combustible appliances. But document J, combustible appliances and fuel storage systems, the main thing we have to bear in mind as a window company fitting or replacing existing windows is that the new windows can't make the situation any worse. So what that basically means is we can't put a new opening window any closer to a flue, or we can't make the ventilation in a room any worse than it was before we turn up to fit the windows or doors. Just a brief look at the three main types of appliances. It's the flueless type, which would be some types of fires, gas cookers and that type of thing. They may need a permanent vent, i.e. a permanent fixed open air vent, and not like an air brick for example. The open flue type, they need air circulation throughout the room, because that air circulation in the room allows the appliance to operate at its optimum and at its safest. And then the room sealed, or otherwise known as the balanced flue systems. This is the more modern type of flue, and it's by far the safest type of flue. And the way that works is there's on the flue, on the back of a boiler, there's a pipe within a pipe. The outer pipe sucks air in from the outside. The inner pipe is the exhaust pipe that blows out the hot fumes. There are minimum distances from a flue that a window, like an opening window, has to be. On a balanced flue, or the room sealed flue, if the flue is below a window, the minimum distance that flue can be from the opening window is 300 millimeters on an appliance that's up to 7 kilowatts. 7 to 14 kilowatts, that distance has to be extended because it's a more powerful appliance to 600 millimeters. 14 up to 32 kilowatts, 1.5 meters, which is 5 foot in old terms. And 32 kilowatts above, that's more of an industrial size appliance. The flue has to be a minimum of 2 meters. That's quite a distance from that opening window. Distances are reduced if the flue is above the window. 300 millimeters on an appliance up to 32 kilowatts, and over 32 kilowatts it's 600 millimeters or 2 feet. And if the flue is to the side of the window, up to 7 kilowatts, it has to be a foot, 300 millimeters. 7 to 14 kilowatts has to be 400 millimeters. And if it's above a 14 kilowatt appliance, the distance has to be 600 millimeters. On the open flue type, because they're less powerful, less fumes being forced out, the minimum distance is less. It's the minimum of 300 millimeters on all power, all types. But if in any doubt, we're not experts as a window company, we're not experts in combustion and appliances, and we're not gas safe or Corgi registered as it used to be called. So if we're in any doubt, or you're in any doubt as a customer, then refer to a gas safe person, a Corgi registered person. Just to kind of simplify that and show you in picture form, which I always prefer, if that's your old window, that's perfectly fine. The flue there is 200 millimeters away from the window. That's a fixed window there, so that's not an issue. The opener's over there. But if the new window, if you want that design of a window with 2 openers, that opener then is too close to that flue, so that's a big no-no. And these are the kind of things we look out for as a fence registered company. Another area that we have to deal with daily is conservatories. When we try and put a conservatory on someone's house, 9 times out of 10 it's on the back of the house where the boiler is. So what I've done here is drew a diagram to show you how much we can extend a flue. It's not always as simple as you can extend it as far as you like, because you can't. And it's always worth investigating whether it's possible to extend your boiler's flue before you sign up to a conservatory. We can look into all that for you, and if we're in doubt, we'll get a plumber around who can assess your boiler. And it basically depends on your boiler. Some boilers you can have an extended flue of just a 1 metre. Some boilers are up to 3 or 4 metres. But thing to bear in mind, every length of pipe is a minimum of 1 metre. Every bend, so there's 2 on there, that's classed as 1 metre. So on this situation here, where we just want to extend that flue 1.5 metres maximum, there's actually classed as 5 metres of flue pipe there, because you've got 3 separate lengths of pipe at 1 metre each and 2 bends. So add that all together, that obviously adds up to 5 metres of pipe. So you'd need a pretty good boiler to be able to do that. Normally, if a boiler's in the way of a conservatory, 9 times out of 10 we can't extend it. It has to be moved, which obviously incurs a cost. So I'm just trying to keep you fully informed about hidden costs before you make your mind up, and that might be an influencing factor on whether you can or you can't have a conservatory. So thanks for listening to me. I've tried to simplify that as much as I can. If in any doubt, then refer to a Corgi registered or a gas safe technician who can investigate it thoroughly for you. Or if you want to speak to DW Windows, give us a call on 0800 999 0909, or you can check us out on the internet, which is www.dwwindows.co.uk. So thanks for listening, all the best, and I'll get back to you soon with some more information.